From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, good morning, everyone. Well deserved. We are getting a break from the wet weather, the cooler weather. Things are quieting down. Now, it's going to be a little breezy out there, especially for the valley, but everyone else, the wind's not that bad. Mainly sunny skies, and we're talking about warmer temperatures too. But the thing is, as we go into the weekend, we've got some more wet weather in the forecast. I don't expect it to be a big deal, especially Saturday, Sunday a little bit heavier, and then going into Monday, Tuesday, still a chance for showers. But by the end of next week, all right, now we're talking about a bigger warm up than what we're going to see here for this weekend, or for the next couple of days, that is. Because we do expect to see quite a warm up, and not to mention a kind of a prolonged period of drier weather too. We'll get into that here in your deep dive forecast in a bit. There you can see the sunny skies. Temperatures are starting to warm up, mainly sunny skies. A few clouds off in the eastern mountains, but for the most part, of course, looking at plenty of sunshine there. We take you out to the coast, and it looks like we are going to see mainly sunny skies there, eventually in the low 50s inland, and low 50s out in Trinity County. So again, just a gorgeous winter day. I mean, it's still winter. And, you know, it's not really going to feel like spring, but again, those temperatures are warming up. There's the area of low pressure that brought us the weather the last few days. Now we've got this kind of the jet stream right on top of us, and that'll allow us to see those winds pick up a little bit here. But looking at Futurecast, you can see, of course, the dry conditions. We may see some patchy fog this morning, by the way, in some areas. So be aware of that if you're on your travels or your morning commute. You may run into some patchy fog, especially those mountain and inland valleys. Then we go into this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine. How about Friday? We'll call more of the same, although there are some clouds coming in from the west for the second half of the day on Friday because of the approaching storm system. This one, not very strong. It's going to bring us some decent rain late Friday night, early Saturday morning for the coast, and then it pretty much just fizzles out as it moves to the east. Still a chance for showers for some of us on Saturday, but Saturday is really not going to be the big event. Sunday will be, and that's not even a big event. It'll just be the bigger event. Let's just put it that way. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. There, of course, is the off and on showers here for Saturday through Tuesday of next week. Otherwise, today, absolutely gorgeous. Again, a little breezy on the coast, about 15 miles per hour from the north, 52 for Eureka, 52 in Fortuna, Blue Lake, a high of about 54. There you can see about 56 out in Smith River, 53 for Crescent City, and McKinleyville about 52. And for the inland areas, temperatures in the low to mid 50s. How about your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast? Temperatures in the mid 40s, although places off to the east, your typical spots here, higher elevations, it gets a little bit chillier there. There you can see in Modoc County around 40, although Cedarville about 36, 37 for Fort Bidwell, and there you can see Eagleville about 38 degrees. And your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, temperatures in the mid 40s, give or take, although some of the warmer spots in the foothills in the mid to upper 50s there. We take you out into your valley neighborhood forecast. Look at this, temperatures in the low 60s. There's a chance for off and on showers. Again, I think the best chance for measurable rainfall and the most amount of rainfall that we'll see will be on Sunday. After that, just some scattered showers here going into early next week. 61 degrees for Redding, 56 degrees in Whiskeytown, as well as Lakehead and Red Bluff, a high of about 62 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook for Redding. And there you can see, that's what we're looking at here, warmer temperatures, but temperatures dropping, chance for showers off and on through the weekend into next week. We need to spring forward Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then we dry things out again for the middle and latter part of next week. That is a look at your quick forecast. Hope you have yourselves a great day. Now, let's take a slightly deeper dive into the forecast. And again, this is the area of low pressure that brought us that wet weather over the last several days here. But that's moving on out of here. And that jet stream is kind of setting itself up. It's doing a little something like this. So those winds coming out of the north, that's going to help kind of a classic kind of fire weather type pattern that we don't like, right? When we've got that ridge of high pressure kind of parked over the eastern Pacific, that jet stream is kind of right on top of us coming out of the north, and we see those strong north winds. So again, you can kind of see that right here. That's what's going to give us the setup for the stronger north winds. Mainly along the coast, in the valley. I don't think the winds will be quite as bad for the mountains, but this is the ridge of high pressure that we're seeing right here. It's very weak. You see the warmer air is moving in though for your Friday. So temperatures actually increase a little bit more for tomorrow. Then look at this. This is a nice deep trough of low pressure, but because of this high pressure here, it's kind of breaking away at this trough. So this trough, the energy is kind of being pushed up to the north. So as a result, we're not seeing as much in the way of rainfall. I think we're going to see that main front and that main band push through the coast late Friday night, early Saturday morning, giving some decent amounts of rainfall, but it won't last for very long and it will fizzle out. This is a deeper trough that'll be moving in on Sunday, and it will be a little bit stronger, not to mention a little bit cooler. So I do expect to see a better chance for those showers on Sunday across the board, and measurable rainfall at that. But even then, it's not going to be the most impressive storm we've ever seen. That moves on out, and then we kind of see a series of systems come on through Monday and Tuesday, really mainly Monday into Tuesday. There you can see kind of a weak dip in that jet stream right there. That's the disturbance passing through. But you see this right here? It doesn't look very big now, but it will. There you can see it's just getting larger and larger. We got that ridge of high pressure building in. So this is the warm-up and the overall setup I'm expecting for the end of next week. This is the third day in a row I've seen this pattern, this general pattern. And that is just a big ridge of high pressure developing over the eastern Pacific and over the western United States. So I'm expecting the valley to get somewhere in the mid to upper 70s. These temperatures may be on the conservative side as well. Could we even get in the 80s? It's not out of the question. We'll see. But for now, mid to upper 70s is what we can expect toward the end of next week for the valley. For the mountains, low to mid 60s. And for the coast, those temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. So yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty promising for that warmer weather here. That starts to kind of retreat a little bit here off to the west, but that ridge of high pressure stays pretty strong here going into Saturday as well. In fact, when I made this map here, it was retreating. Now it's not. So again, that ridge of high pressure looks to hold on fairly strong. Here you can see that temperature outlook, it looks to be above normal. Now the Climate Prediction Center is really getting on board with that. The near normal temperatures off to the east of us. All right, let's talk about those winds here real quickly here. There you can see here, this morning not that bad, maybe a little breezy in some spots here, but the winds may pick up through the morning into the afternoon. Again, this is not a major wind event, but you'll probably notice those winds in the valley picking up a little bit out of the north, about 15 to 20, 25 miles per hour. Not as strong here for the coast. Then we go into your Friday, and the winds die down. Now, with the approaching system coming in on Saturday, that's going to bump up those winds for the coast, at least for the morning on Saturday. Otherwise, I do expect the winds to really not be a major issue, but they will be shifting more from the south once that system does kind of pass on through. So again, there's that upper level support. Here's the jet stream on Thursday today, right? You see those winds coming down here. That's the wind. I'm not going to call it windy. We'll call it breezy conditions here for the valley. Then that course shifts to the east and high pressure builds in, and we see warmer temperatures for your Friday. There's that weak system on Saturday. You can see just how insignificant it is. So I really wouldn't count on a lot of rain. Most of the rain, as I mentioned, will be late Friday night, early Saturday morning for the coast. This right here, this is a trough. You'll see how it digs to the south, so it's going to be stronger. That's why we do expect to see some heavier rainfall out of it. Snow levels probably still around 4,000 feet. Then you can kind of see this system coming in on Monday, right? It's going to be still just kind of off the coast at this point, and some snow in the higher elevations. Then we go into Tuesday. It kind of shifts out to our east, still a few scattered showers. So it's really one system for your Monday, Tuesday. So Monday kind of late in the day comes in, and then Monday night, and then Tuesday you can see it kind of pushes off to the east. And then of course there you can see that ridge of high pressure building in for the end of next week. Big, deep trough of low pressure down our south and east, by the way. All right, let's take a look at the precipitation outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. And yes, getting more on board with the potential of seeing below normal rainfall. So this is beginning to look like, at this point, a fairly prolonged period of warmer and drier weather once that ridge begins to set itself up. I mean, that's what the long-range forecast models are picking up on right now. That's not necessarily guaranteed, but that's what it's looking like at this point. All right, so let's take a look at your wave height. It's actually not that bad. 5 to 6 feet, and of course closer to the coast here we're getting about 3 feet. But as that system approaches on Saturday, you can begin to see, especially after the north and west, the winds picking up, or excuse me, the waves, and then the waves getting a little bit higher out to sea as well, but still not that bad out along the coast, around 3 to even upwards of 5 feet. So here's your marine forecast for your Thursday. North winds at 15 to 25 knots. Your waves from the north at 10 feet at 9 seconds. There is a small craft advisory, by the way, through the afternoon. So here's your forecast for today. Yeah, it's warming up. Temperatures in the low 60s, 61 for Cottonwood as well as Redding, 63 for Chico. And there you can see those temperatures mainly in the mid 40s, give or take, for the higher elevations. Upper 40s, low 50s, Trinity County. Low to mid 50s for the coast. Not bad at all. We'll take it, right? We need a break. There you can see, of course, even warmer going into your Friday. And then, of course, the off and on showers. Again, this looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? Sunday is the most impressive day. And then as we go into Monday afternoon, Monday evening, we see maybe a little bit more impressive again before it kind of wraps itself up on Tuesday and then drying out for Wednesday of next week. And of course, dry conditions across the board, really. There you can, of course, you can see Thursday, Friday, looking at mainly sunny skies for Mount Shasta, Alturas, mostly sunny, Susanville, mostly sunny. Of course, snow levels with these systems passing through still fairly high, around 4,000 feet.